And today I'm going to talk about BB creams, and probably all of you have heard about BB creams. BB creams, or BB, stands for Beblish Balm or Blemish Balm, and they were originally made for people who had gone through plastic surgery or extensive facial treatments, so that they could put something on to conceal their face and that you could put onto wounds and also make the skin heal. Somehow this balm traveled to Asia and got very popular in Korea. That is probably because Korea is the country where it is most common in the world to have plastic surgery, to have skin treatments and like that, especially among actresses. So I don't think it exists actresses who haven't had surgery almost. So therefore they had to have something that they could even out their skin with, even though they had surgery, and that is one of the theories why it became popular in Korea, Asia. Yeah, but this BB cream claims to both even out your skin like a foundation, to be as a concealer, to be sun protection, to be a moisturizer, and some also claims to have a whitening effect on your skin. There's a lot of different brands. The most common ones, or the original ones, are from Asia. But the problem with those are that there are usually a very few colors you can choose between, 2, maybe 3. And for Northern Europeans, those colors are way too dark and way too yellow. And for Afro-Americans, Africans, people with darker skin, they were too light. So therefore there have been a lot of new brands. There are a lot of brands making new versions. Almost every brand has a BB cream now. So back to what they're claiming. The first thing is that it claims to be a replacement for foundation. Most BB creams have a light to medium coverage. So yes, it can be used as a foundation. But most of the BB creams they have a lot of oil in them. So they can be, for some people with oily skin, they can make your skin look more oily, and it does not leave a matte surface, most of them. So that is something you have to consider. Next thing is that it is a concealer. No, it is not a concealer. BB cream has a light to medium coverage. So if you're going to have it as a concealer, you're going to have a lot of layers on. You're going to pack on a lot of layers, and no, it's not going to be a concealer at all. So no, it's not a concealer. And the next thing is that you can use a BB cream as sun protections. A lot of the BB creams have high sun protection, up to 45 or higher, some have 15, yeah, you know. The thing about the sunscreen or sun protection in these are, when you put the SPF that it says on the package, is if you put a specific amount on. For you to have the SPF that says on the package, you're going to have to put on about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon on your face. Nobody puts 1.5 teaspoon BB cream on their face. That will look, yeah, real cakey, not good. Like, it will really show that you have a lot of makeup on. So it can be an additional layer and a bit more protection, but it will not have, if you haven't applied normally like most people do and not put a 1.5 teaspoon on, you're not going to have the protection that it says on the package. So no, it is not enough to use BB cream as protection, in my opinion. You have to put on sunscreen first. And the next thing is that you can use it instead of moisturizer. That really depends on your skin. If you have a drier skin type, you probably will need some moisturizer. Also, if it is winter, you probably will need something more, depending on the weather and how your skin is acting. But for some people who have more of an oily skin and doesn't need that much moisture, it can be enough, because most BB creams are kind of oil. They have some moisture in them, so they can be enough for some people. So you just have to try and see if it works for you. And the next thing is that it is whitening. A lot of Asian BB creams claims that they are whitening. They may have some ingredients in them that are whitening, but they're probably not going to be whitening because those ingredients are really far back at the list, and it is so little amount of them that they're not going to be whitening to your skin. So don't worry about that. But you should investigate in some product, especially if you buy Korean brands and stuff like that, because some skincare products and BB creams can actually contain whitening agents, and those whitening agents are, most of them are illegal in the Western world because they are really dangerous. A lot of them are cancerous. They can give you cancer and really destroy your skin and liver. So if you're going to buy a brand that is not that known and claims that it's whitening, be sure to check out if other people has used it and check out the ingredients so that there isn't any really dangerous ingredients in them. So yeah, just lastly, who does BB cream fit for? Personally, I think BB creams are better for acne. Some of them, that really depends on brand. Like brands that I don't like, especially like L'Oreal and then Maybelline that I have a bad experience with, I think that they are going to cause acne just as much as a foundation. But some brands that are better may not cause acne for most people. But still, I think that mineral makeup is a better alternative than a BB creams. But yeah, if you decided you want to use BB cream, who are they good for? They are good for people who does not need a lot of coverage. If you need a lot of coverage all over your face, the BB creams are probably not right for you, because they are usually sheer to medium coverage. If your skin is good most of your face, then you can use a BB cream and just put a concealer on the rest of your face. And also, people with oily skin may have to choose a BB cream that is less oily, because most of them are kind of oily. So a person that doesn't need a lot of coverage and a person that has a less oily skin. Yeah, so that was just everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope you got something out of it. Bye bye!